What? You picked the video about aerating the lawn. Seriously? Wow, it wasn't even close. Fine, I'll go touch some grass. There, are you happy now? And my lawn is getting a bit wild. Have you ever seen so many dandelions in one spot? I wonder if I even need to aerate. Maybe the dandelions can just do all of the work. But unfortunately, after heavy rain, a lake forms in my yard. The geese and other migratory birds must think it's a nature preserve. The problem is that I don't want goose mess in my grass, and I don't want the birds eating my grass seed either. And since the soil is mostly clay, it's either too wet or too dry. The differences are quite extreme. Even after dumping about half a ton of dirt, just this season alone, the problem remains. Hopefully some aeration will help to drain the swamp and quench the deserts of my backyard. So that's why I got this aerator. It's the Yard Commander 40-inch plug aerator. It's definitely an upgrade from last year's spiky shoes. It's been sitting in my garage for months, as I got it when there was still snow on the ground. A significant amount of assembly is required. I had trouble reading the instructions. A few times it was necessary to undo what was done and then assemble the pieces the right way. Like this, I had some extra pieces left over. The instructions also say something surprising. Aerator is not designed to be used with zero-turn mowers. Huh? That seems like a problem. Yet I tested it out with my CRZ-428 Greenworks Lawnmower. The instructions also say do not exceed 5 miles per hour, which my mower can easily surpass. So I put the drive speed in low mode, and I drove slow. This was way better than spiky shoes. While it took a lot of work to get things set up, it was actually kind of fun. A lot of hard work was being done by these tools, but it was less noisy than mowing. It was so peaceful. I did keep looking backwards, making sure the two 40-pound bags of dirt stayed on the aerator. I didn't have cinder blocks, so the dirt worked as extra weight. Perhaps that was a mistake, as it looks like the aerator is already rusting. That extra weight helped though, as the ground penetration was deep. Even though the clay was tough, the aerator was making evenly spaced holes. They're a few inches deep, and seeing that pattern throughout the yard was quite satisfying. This plug aerator doesn't just stab the ground, it pulls cylinders of dirt out from the ground. When surveying the work afterwards, it looked like a poop-shaped mess. But supposedly this is good for the lawn. The plugs will break down eventually. And after a few showers, most of the droppings disappeared from my lawn. That's why I waited for the right weather. It was early spring and the ground wasn't too wet or too dry. It was ideal conditions for the aerator to work. Now it's a waiting game to see if this worked. This project is not about building the perfect lawn. While a golf course looking yard is nice, the main objective is to fight erosion and to get rid of the standing water. That's causing damage to the yard and attracting mosquitoes. The main downside of this project is storing and cleaning the aerator, but since the aerator did such a good job, I do want to take care of this tool. I'll probably be aerating the lawn again, either in the fall or next spring.